chose not to do this years ago before I ever come on the scene. But the biggest thing here is that please have some respect. Let us run this city like we need to, not the way a non-elected official wants it run. Now, we're entitled to make the decisions, and we're trying to be mindful of everyone. And I don't know of anything that we have done that's against anyone. We're just trying to respect everyone. And so I think it's a little one-sided when someone gets up and says, oh, you're doing this, you're doing this. No, you don't know what we're doing. We make decisions, and then we come to this meeting, and then we act on it. We have that right to. So, and as for as many people that doesn't like something, there are as many people that does. So we're kind of in a situation that we can't please everybody, and that's just all there is to it. But we're trying to do what we can do. And our number one thing that we said that we would do was control growth, because it was out of control. Business owners, citizens, city and county, that's what they wanted us to do, and that's what we're focusing on. So, if you don't understand what we're doing, then maybe read the paper, maybe come to the meetings more. But, we're doing exactly what we said we'd do, and we're doing exactly what the citizens want us to do. And we're still trying to maintain, what is good for the businesses, everyone. So, that's just, this has been a long time coming, but there's more to it than what one person says. That's all I have to say. Thank you, Council, for letting me
Please.
speak.
Is there anyone else who would like to speak? The council.
I would just like to say, as a business person and as also a citizen, we are in a very hard position here, and there does have to be balance. I'm not, one of the reasons why I ran was back whenever they raised the business license from $50 to $275. I was like, that's insane. That's crazy. And we just came out of COVID. I get it. I'm a fifth generation here. I've been here forever. It's hard because, none of us were like, oh, we didn't put this on the agenda to do. This wasn't something that we put on here at all. And we've taken it off twice now to look at it and try to compromise. And what's crazy to me is that I feel like we just took it off so we can deliberate. And we're still getting hate for it. And I just don't, it makes this job so tiring, because it's we are all trying. We all care. Y'all care. We care about y'all's needs. We care about the citizens' needs. We care about the growth, my brother's kids, what they're going to have left of Blue Ridge, if I don't have kids. And we're trying, and it's we've just tabled this, and it's somehow that's just not good enough either, us saying that we're going to look at it. And I don't know what the solution is, but we want to work with every single one of y'all and the citizens. We do. We want to compromise and have, our quaint town that everyone can enjoy. And I don't, it's just very frustrating.
Okay. Thank you.
Jack, you want to?
No.
Is there anyone?
Yeah,
Okay.
Absolutely fine. Don't
I've
say nothing,
supported
Roger.
your chickens, Jack. I've been asked a million times, why did you run? The last thing you needed was another job after 50 years of being on boards. And I ran because I was asked to run for mayor. And I didn't have time to stop in the middle of the day and go open a drugstore or whatever the mayor has to do all the time on short notice. And when I asked about that, said, I can't do that, somebody handed me a packet and says, well, why don't you run for the city council? They need your guidance. And I did it. It takes me at least 15 hours a week to do this job. I see patients till 6 or 7 o'clock every night. When Caesar, with vitriol and with anger, criticizes me, and I'll just say me, I'm drastically offended. Danny, everybody else that's ever had any business with the council or with me has been extremely courteous and kind, even though we may have different views, have maintained themselves with decorum. For somebody to say that we don't have the city in mind, our building that has Tupelo T in it, should have 3 more stores where that big gazebo is, where there'd be another 3 rents. But my wife wanted to put that gazebo in there because there's a store. Men who were looking for a place to sit while their wives shopped sat there. She says, I want a place where people can meet in Blue Ridge. There isn't one. That place is full all day, every day, and people sit. Huh? Well, I understand, but I'm saying basically they created a place to sit. We donated a huge piece of land to build a walking trail in there. I mean, nobody can question my motive in being in this town. I mean, it just offends me badly to have somebody say the council has done this, the council's done that. I'm the council. And I don't agree with anything that has been said about this council being reneging on their job, not trying to be open and listen to everybody that talks. Listen to what your opinions are. And Angie's right. Angie's Angie, and everybody knows it. But everybody sitting here wants to do the right thing. And we among ourselves disagree. But by doing what we did before we sat down here the first time, you've never had a meeting where one council person hollered at another and says you're a crook and you need to be in jail. And you've had no meetings that have gone for 3 hours because people speak in the audience when they shouldn't be speaking in the audience, that have been coming to these meetings for years and know that they're violating the rule when they speak. And I will be calm and gentle about it and not point out who's been doing that in this meeting. But I'm saying that doesn't happen anymore because this council was going to be orderly, they were going to be courteous, and they were going to be businesslike. And you can't agree with everything we do. Don't ask you to agree with everything you do, but don't question our motives. That's not fair.
I do want to make a comment myself. Listen to what you just said, you know, that everybody feels they're doing the right thing. I think everybody in this room feels they're doing the right thing, and I think that's where you have to come to a consensus of what is best for the community, and can we all come together. And maybe that's where this council has lacked, and maybe we've not had any town hall meetings. You know, maybe we should do that. We've not had the first one with this council. So, and with public hearings, a lot of people haven't shown up from the council for zoning hearings. So maybe we do plan town hall meetings so we all can come together on the same page and say what is right. This is my perspective, this is your perspective, but really what's best for the community, and truly looking at getting on paper that 5, 10, 20-year plan. That's my suggestion.
Okay, well, I'll say I've seen town hall meetings for 15 years now, and I've not seen citizens come. Citizens call me, they call Christy, they call Jack, they call Doc. They elected us to make the decisions in their best interest for this city and for them. That's what we're doing, and when one person gets up or a handful of people gets up and speaks on the majority, on behalf of the majority of the people, or they say that they are, that's not correct. The majority of the people put us where we're sitting today, and they put us here for a reason. We don't have to have a town hall meeting to ask them what they want. We know what they want. We went door to door. We know what they want. Number one was controlled growth. It was out of control. Number two is to preserve our quaint small town. That's what we're trying to do. So I do not understand why anyone thinks we're not doing what we were elected to do, because that's what we've been working on now for 2 years, zoning. And so I just, you know, town hall meeting, if the council wants to have one, fine, no problem, but, you know, we're not going to see citizens there.
Thank you.
Well, okay.
Okay, I think we are going to stop.
If we want to have a town hall meeting, no problem.
Yeah,
But
I think
we
that's.
still have to consider what the citizens want as well. That's
Yeah,
all I'm saying.
and when you have a town hall meeting, you would hope that businesses, citizens, it's a town hall, it's open to everybody, and that we all come together. So instead of getting on Facebook and talking about how horrible everybody is, let's come together and come up with some good solutions for our community. That's my suggestion. Okay, I'm going to.
Hold on, let me speak. I
ahead.
said I wasn't going to speak, but I can't sit here. I've been a law enforcement officer for a long time. When I go to your house, I have to make a decision. That's not going to please everybody. But I'm going to tell you something. I've been doing this for 2 years, and I'm not a politician. I've never been a politician. I can't be a politician because it's in black and white, like the chief said. That's what I do. That's what we do. And I'm going to tell you something. I have never in my life worked with a greater group of people than I'm sitting here with right now. The decisions we made, and I made one promise when I ran for this position, that any decision I made would be in your best interest, not mine. And I go to bed every night and I lay my head down knowing that I've done just that. If I see a problem, I charge forward and I fix that problem to the best of my ability. And that's what I have done sitting right here every time. So if you think that I'm doing something to harm you, you are so off base. I have been a protector my entire life. I have served the public my entire life in one form or another. So as Doc is offended, so am I. There is not one person in this room that can't come to me at any time and talk to me about anything. I'm willing to sit down with anybody and talk to anybody about any problem and hear what you have to say, because that's what I do every day in some shape, form, or fashion. But I want you folks to know I've never sat with a better group than's right here, right now. You have a fine council. Show them respect. We will always show you respect. Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay, with that being said, I do want to move this meeting forward. We're moving into executive session, is again to discuss personnel and litigation. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Okay, do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, all in favor? Raise your hand. Aye. Okay. Thank you all for being here.